Sometimes you just got to express what's on your heart, what the truth is, and cut through all the BS that seems to be going on in this world. Have you ever heard the term, you got to go see the writing on the wall, or you need to see the writing on the wall in your situation? Well, that saying actually comes out of the Bible. It was in Daniel chapter 5, and it deals with a party that was being done by King Belshazzar at the time, and he was partying out with all his friends and praying to all his gods and the gold and all the fancy stuff that those people had then. And all of a sudden, this hand comes out of nowhere, man. I might freak out. I would see this hand that starts writing on the wall. But anyway, this hand starts writing something on the wall, and he can't figure out what it's saying on the wall. So apparently he finds out that Daniel knows how to read this stuff, and so he calls up Daniel, and Daniel comes up, and he reads the writing on the wall. And what it says basically is that, hey, King, we're looking at some serious problems coming down the road here, and we need to prepare for it. We need to do something about it so we don't hit the onslaught that we're about to see. So what I'm about to say to you is the same thing. You need to see the writing on the wall. You need to read it. And it's called, you need to read the Bible, because the Bible tells you about the writing on the walls. Because there are events coming up very shortly that are going to devastate this world. And the big one is what they call the tribulation period. The tribulation period is a 7-year period of time that's expressed in the Bible, in which it's going to be starting out okay, but then it's going to be mega problems for everybody that is on the earth later on. But right before that, it's an event called the rapture. Now, the word rapture is not in the Bible, despite what people might say, but there are words that talk about what the rapture is, catching up of people. Anyway, the point is that Jesus is coming back, and he's going to take his true Christians. Now, the word Christian actually is a slang term in the Bible, and it talks about Christians are Christ followers or disciples of Jesus Christ. In other words, people who have given their lives to Jesus and said that, look, I want to follow you, Jesus. I give you my life to you. I am sorry for the things that I have done. Please forgive me. I will follow you for the rest of my life. And that's who Jesus is coming back for. Okay, but right before he comes back, there's a lot of signs that the Bible said would happen right before the rapture. Now, this is what I'm saying. You need to open your eyes, because there's a lot of events that are going on that are fulfilling or have fulfilled prophecy that is in the Bible. And a couple of things just happened, and I know you're aware of them. Now, the Bible talks about how everybody on earth is going to have to take this mark of the beast. They won't be able to buy food or do anything without this mark. Well, guess what? Vietnam just closed 86 million bank accounts. Closed them until the owners of the bank accounts get a digital ID on their body. The UK has just announced that they're going to require everybody to get a digital ID eventually. Sounds like writing on the wall to me, okay? But there's a few other things that the Bible proves how valid it is. How about they discovered Noah's Ark? Not by Christians, by scientists over in Turkey, near the base of the Mount of Ararat, where the Bible actually expressed it landed. The Bible predicted where it would land, and they found it where it landed. A couple other things on my list here. They found the chariot wheels in the Red Sea. You remember seeing Charlton Heston as Moses parting the Red Sea, and all those chariots of the soldiers went after the Israelites? Well, they found bits and pieces and wheels and axles from those chariots. Well, I've got to say something to you. It's another sign that is writing on the wall. So I'm asking you right now, it takes some serious time out to think about what is going on in the world. And there is a God, and he sent his son here named Jesus, as you know. And the reason he came here is because every human being makes mistakes. Now, I know you make mistakes. I've made some master mistakes. And Jesus came here and said, I will forgive you of those mistakes if you accept me and ask you to run your life, allow Jesus to run your life, and ask for forgiveness for that. Because those mistakes that every human has made, no matter what they were, small or major, whatever they were, those mistakes keep you out of heaven and they send you to hell. I didn't write the book. Don't yell at me. Don't throw pies at me. I didn't write the book, but that's what it says. Now, you have a choice of either finding out, like I did, and many, many other people. As you can see what's happening with the Charlie Kirk situation. Many people are now going to church, giving their life to Christ. So that's what I'm asking you to do. Seriously consider it. All you have to do is admit that you make mistakes, and you ask, Jesus, please forgive me for what I've done. I thank you for forgiving me, and I will follow you. I will give my life to you. Please run it for me. That's all it takes. That's all it takes. So I'm asking you to do that. You can do that right now. As I'm talking, ask Jesus into your life, and your life will totally change. I mean, there's a little more to it than what you need to do, like going to a Bible-believing church. Give your life to Christ. Dedicate it, and it'll be a major change because, friends, you got to read the writing on the wall because these events are coming. Okay? Have a good day.